Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wei T. Lightheart here, and with another Bioptimizers questions and answers, where we try to answer all the main questions and answers that you have. By the way, if you want to learn more about how to use any of our products, please reach out to us. The communication style that you like, by phone, by email, by text, by carrier pigeon if you want. Doesn't matter. Our customer service agents are ready and standing by to answer those questions. And keep in mind, we've done over 7,000 questions and answers. Those questions actually get forwarded directly to me. They're put into our database and shared with you. And so every time we get up a new one or something that's nuanced, you can bet that I'm excited and delighted to get back to that and present that information to you. So with that being said, I'm going to pull up some of our main questions right here so that we can have a look. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to pull this up on one of our favorite products, which is MassZymes. So let me just change the view here so we can kind of get this a little better. Perfect. All right, so MassZymes right here. This is the company, the product that put our company on the map. We started the very first product 15 years ago. It's enzymes for the masses. It contains 17 different enzymes that'll break down. Particularly, it's very, very high in protease. It's the most potent proteolytic enzyme out there in the world. And it's used to help you optimize your digestive capacity. Of course, this is the third generation. We've added AstraZyme, which improves the enzyme function by anywhere from 30 to 60%. We've got everything in here that you can imagine. It's got amylase, bromylase, 5 different types of proteases. It's got alpha galactose, glycomylase, lactase, lipase, invertase, maltostase, phytase, pectinase, hemicellulase, cellulase, beta-glucanase, AstraZyme, as we said. It's in a vegetarian capsule. It uses hypergelic rice bran so that there's no weirdness, no monosodium glutamates, no preservatives, no garbage, no gunk, no things that you cannot pronounce as far as products. It is a vegetable cellulose capsule, so it's okay for vegetarians. What is this product used for? It is used to optimize your digestion. It's also used for recovery, to accelerate the recovering healing process in people. That's been proven scientifically now. In order to do that for hard training athletes, people recovering from surgery, you name it, it does it. It's a feel-good formula that also makes your eyes bright, your brain sharp, your skin glowing, and your digestive system rocking and rolling. It truly is a life-changing, game-changing product, and that's why it's been around for 15 years and was the lead product that helped us establish ourselves as the #1 company in healthy digestive optimization. We are the leaders in that, and I'm very, very proud of this product, both Matt and I. And I've been using this religiously virtually every single day of my life for the last 15 years. And I do believe it's one of the reasons why I enjoy such a level of health and vitality, and why you will too. Next question, suggested dosage. So if you look on the bottle of these, I'm going to give you a little thing. It'll say 3 caps. That's the average dosage for a meal. And I would say that if it's a very, very small meal, it could be as little as 1 cap. If it's a really, really big meal, like a real scarf fest, like Thanksgiving dinner, go for 5. If you're looking to optimize recovery and muscle growth, I do believe that 5 caps is optimum, and also taking them on an empty stomach twice a day so that you can get the systemic effects of converting them into systemic enzymes. By the way, this is a cultured enzyme that's 1,000 times more powerful than a normal enzyme that you would find in a food. And it's also much more bioavailable. In other words, it works in a pH range from 2 to 12, unlike animal enzymes, which only work in a very narrow acidic pH band. So it is a universally applicable enzyme formulation, whether you're keto, paleo, vegetarian, breatharian, it doesn't matter. You can get benefits from this. Higher dosage program is recommended if you get into our Awesome Health course, or look at our blueprint for biological optimization, which is downloadable from our site, or look at our Total Gut Reset programs. We have found over coaching, now I think it's up over 65,000 clients worldwide. We have found that to really optimize our digestion, it's best to use this for 90 days in a high dosage. What's that mean? About 25 caps a day. in divided dosages a couple times on an empty stomach for optimal results. And after that, you can titrate down and to use what's appropriate for your digestive system. And that is something that we discovered. It's what we did ourselves, and it seems that you get the best results. There's also, if you want to refer to our Awesome Health video series, there is the bucket theory of nutrition, which is foundations is in orthomolecular nutrition. You can check that out, why doing a high dosage with any nutritional product or most nutritional products for a short period of time, up to 3 months, will allow you to get long-term benefits when you reduce down to your regular dosage. So there's the minimum effective dosage, the maximum effective dosage, and then the optimal effective dosage. And we believe going to the max first, so then you can go to the minimal, which leads you to the optimal component. That's the strategy behind Bioptimizers nutritional philosophies. The amount and quantity in our bottles, these are the 250 cap versions. We have a 120 cap version, and I do believe a 60 cap version that is out. Most people might start with a smaller bottle, but generally they end up using this because, of course, bigger bottles, better value. And of course, you can buy them in multiple quantities in order to that. And by the way, reach out to our customer service if you want to get on our subscribe and save program. Is it gluten-free? Yes, it is. Some people might notice that there is a rice bran in it. That's in order so that everything doesn't stick together. We don't use chemical fillers inside of it. We use a hypoallergenic rice bran. There's no gluten. It won't cause any problems. You will not have any sort of allergic reactions, even if you're ultra sensitive to gluten. By the way, if you're ultra sensitive to gluten, I would want to suggest and recommend that you check out our Gluten Guardian product. It's a game changer for people who are suffering from that. What is the shelf life? 2 years if stored in a cool, dried place. Like anything, the enemies to all nutritional supplements, or most nutritional supplements, is air, light, moisture, and time. All of those things. So the cooler, the drier, the darker the place that you store it in, the longer it lasts. And of course, once you open up the bottle, you are exposing it to oxygen. So make sure you have that little pill inside, that little oxygen pad here, this little thing you'll see sucks the moisture out. Keep that in after you open it, and you're going to get better results from your product. Okay. Next question. Is it okay for pregnant or breastfeeding mothers to take the product? Generally, that is true, but with anything else, and it's a medical caveat, we do not give medical advice. Never, ever take the product without consulting your physician and naturopathic doctor. I do believe that consulting your naturopathic doctor, probably superior than your physician, your typical GP, because they are much more well-versed with all the potential contraindications from nutritional products, where your GP or MD is generally not. They're much more suited for the allopathic model, and as opposed to the naturopathic model. Okay. So always check with your professional authority first. Okay. How should I store your products when I receive shipment? Again, put it in a cool, dry place, room temperature or a little bit below. Make sure that it is low humidity, and ideally in the dark where there's not exposed to light, and keep obviously the top on it, which would be better for storage. Can I take MassZymes while using P3OM? Absolutely. They are a complementary component. MassZymes is the most potent all-in-one enzyme formulation with a high focus on proteolytic enzymes, which are the things that cause the most disruption in the digestive process. P3OM is a proteolytic probiotic, which is the final stage of digestion. They work synergistically together. If you haven't checked out our website and seen where we actually use the two of these products together and digest a piece of steak sitting in a cup of apple cider vinegar, you need to watch that video, and you'll actually see the combination of enzymes alone, and you see the P3OM working on it, and you see the effectiveness of it and how well it actually turns that steak into amino acids. It's a really phenomenal experience. And yes, they work together. You can take both of them during meals or separately and independently on their own. So all our products work well independently, and they work even better synergistically when combined with some of the other ones. And then the number three, the three parts for most digestive situations is MassZymes, HCl, and P3OM. That combination taken together is undefeated in solving digestive issues. Someone says, I can't swallow pills or tablets, but I want to take MassZymes. What you do is you just crack open the MassZymes capsules, break them into your shake, sprinkle it on your food, and consume it that way. It's a great way to do it. If you do take that, keep a note, it will start digesting whatever it is right on the plate. So in a bowl of oatmeal, a couple of capsules will turn it into liquid in about 2 minutes. If it obviously was a steak, it'd take a lot longer than that. Certainly at room temperature. If you mix it into a smoothie, it will make the smoothie much more slippery and break down those amino acids so they're much more avoidable beforehand. Of course, check our website for suggestions and recommendations around exercise. You can do that as a in-workout or pre-athletic or during athletic component, so you can help recover your muscles right on there. It's a great source of energy and recovery. Any medical conditions that warrant discount the use of this product? Yes, indeed. Anything that's ulcers or gastritis, things like that, if you suffer from those conditions, I do not recommend using MassZymes because it is so potent. Do check with your medical doctor if you are taking any pharmaceutical drugs or prescription medication, things like that, because it is potentially some contraindications there. Always err on the side of caution and check with your pharmacist. Check with your MD or check with your ND if there is any contraindications, if you are on medications, and if you have any gastritis or ulcerative conditions, then you would not want to use that, as the protease could exacerbate that condition. And what's the difference between digestive and systemic enzymes is digestive enzymes, such as MassZymes, basically can used both as a digestive to break down food and a systemic enzyme. If taken on an empty stomach, it's converted into a systemic enzyme. Systemic enzymes generally are only used, you take them not with food because the digestive process will actually disrupt them, things like serrapeptase or nattokinase. But this actually works as a proteolytic, a systemic enzyme. It's very, very effective if you take it on an empty stomach. And that's why we suggest doing that once or twice a day for maximum holistic health benefit. And that's basically it. That's the top 10 questions and answers that you want to have. If you have anything else for us, please feel free to reach out to us at support@bioptimizers.com, or you can contact us through Facebook, text us, email us, call us, whatever it happens to be. We're happy to help you solve your health issues and kind of speak to your ambitions, whether that's performance, whether that's aesthetics, or whether that's health. We've got the solutions for you, and we welcome your feedback. We welcome your testimonials. Feel free to follow us on Facebook. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. We've got a lot of influencers right now on Instagram, which are raving about our products, and we'd love to hear from you from any of those channels, and of course, provide the solutions that we have. Our mission is to end physical suffering, and we are delighted to help you not only end physical suffering, but to activate what we call biologically optimized health. That's the Awesome Health. And of course, you can listen to us on our Awesome Health podcast. You can check out our blueprint for biological optimization, which is downloadable on our site, as well as our regular promotions and webinars regarding various products, services, people, and technologies that can make a difference in your health, in your life. Thanks so much. Have a healthy day. I'm J.T. Lightheart, co-founder of Bioptimizers. From all of us to you, be healthy. Take your health in your own hands. Don't leave it to other people, and reap the benefits of having biologically optimized health. Take care. Thanks so much.